Okay, is it just me or does October feel like the perfect time for a reset? And when I talk about reset, I mean an artistic reset. Today I'm gonna talk about a 30-day roadmap that you can use to reset your life artistically. It doesn't matter if you're stuck in a creative rut, if you just don't have inspiration, or you just want to be more consistent. I think this video is gonna be for you. I mean, you clicked on it for a reason, am I right? By the end of this video, I feel like you're gonna be more creative, focused, and you're gonna be more connected to your artistic practice. The reason why I want to create this video is because I'm gonna be a part of Arttober, which is an art challenge for 30 days where you're creating art every single day. A lot of artists do this challenge. Sometimes they refer to it as Inktober, where they just use ink. But it's kind of hard to do this if you have no discipline. There's been so many years where I wanted to do this and it just did not work out. So today I want to show you guys my roadmap that I'm going to be using during Arttober that's going to help me continue my practice. I'm going to break this video down into steps so you can go ahead and follow along, but there's also going to be diagrams that you can screenshot and you can save for later throughout the month. So we're gonna start off with step 1, and that's gonna be setting goals for yourself. And I'm not talking about every single YouTube video out there that's talking about setting goals and then that's it. I wanna talk to you guys about the method that I use, and that's called the snowball method. So I learned about this in personal finance when I was in high school. The way they explained it was you write down a list of all your debts. You're gonna start off by accomplishing and paying off the first debt, which is gonna be your smallest debt, and you're gonna use that momentum to pay off all your debts till you get to your biggest debt, which could be a house, a car, whatever the case may be. So if we go ahead and apply this to art, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna set goals, small goals, and then you're gonna build it up to bigger goals. When you start off with the one small goal, it's gonna be something that is realistic that you can complete in a couple days. And once you complete this goal, you're gonna feel the motivation. It could be something small like sketching in your sketchbook 10 minutes a day for the first couple days, and then you're gonna use that goal to create another mid-sized goal. So your mid-sized goal could be completing a painting once a week. Then finally, you're gonna set your long-term, unrealistic, delusional goal. For me, that's gonna be opening up my art shop and filling it with all my art. For you, maybe that could be designing your own art shop or completing a full collection of art. The idea is to let your momentum from your small wins roll into your bigger wins, just like a snowball. The reason why I use this method is that way I don't rely on inspiration and I'm solely relying on momentum. Momentum is something you can really create yourself. Inspiration is something you have to go out and find. It says that studies show that breaking goals into smaller ones increases the long-term success up to 80%. So go ahead and make your list. Start out with the smallest goals first, then set your delusional goal at the bottom, and in between you're gonna have your mid-sized goals. Don't apply too much pressure on yourself. Make these goals something you really want to do. A lot of people set goals that they feel like they should accomplish and not what they want to accomplish. Step 2 is going to be making a plan for yourself. So you're going to create a loose plan over 30 days, but you're going to make it very practical for yourself. So you're going to divide these 30 days into weekly milestones. For example, for week 1, you can do daily sketches. Week 2, you can focus on finishing a piece. Week 3, you can focus on working with new mediums and kind of loosening up a bit. And week 4, you can focus on sharing your work and showcasing all the work you created in the month. The roadmap will give you structure, but you're going to leave it loose so you have room for creativity. And do not focus on inspiration. That's why we're creating the plan ahead of time. I need you to remember that discipline is what's going to create your freedom. Step 3 is going to be taking action daily. So I say take action daily and not create daily habits, because when you use habits, it's kind of setting this pressure on yourself that you need to be consistent for real. Like you need to ingrain this into your soul and it's something that you need to do. And I feel like habits is not the word right now. When you don't take action, you're just sitting there and you're overthinking. And I feel like action always beats overthinking. Block out time every single day, even if it's just for 20 minutes. And you're gonna show up consistently for yourself. If that's being on YouTube, I need you to sit down for 20 minutes and just talk, okay? Create a YouTube video, because creativity is a muscle and you need to work out your muscle and train it, but you do not need to necessarily create a habit. The more you use your creativity, the stronger it gets. You can pair your art practice with an existing habit that you already have. If you always are drinking tea in the morning, you can use that time to sketch. And a lot of people know this as habit stacking, but it really works. It usually takes 21 to 30 days to create a new habit, so just focus on taking action today. Step 4 is going to be experimenting and playing around. When we get stuck in a box, we don't want to create anymore, and that's because you're just doing the same thing. Dedicate 1 or 2 days a week to just experiment, just pure play, not focus on the outcome. Just experiment and get used to creating. Try new colors, try new tools, try different styles. There's nothing saying you can't create a new style. Sometimes you have your best resets when you rediscover the joy of something. And today that's going to be rediscovering the joy of making art. Step 5 is going to be to reflect each week Take some time to journal about your progress. Take time to journal about your experiences. That way you can go back and you can reflect later. You can see what worked for you and what didn't. A weekly check-in will help you reset each week, which will help you reset for the month. And that way you can align with your goals and you can avoid burnout. Step 6 is probably the best step ever, and that's to be realistic and then be delusional. I feel like everyone's being delusional first because that's what everyone's encouraging you to do, is to set these huge goals, but be realistic first and then be delusional. That way you can build confidence and you can actually hit your delusional goal. The delusional goal is not delusional, it's something that's going to push you out of your comfort zone. I heard a quote earlier today that said, everyone's comfortable. You'd rather be more comfortable in a hell you know than be uncomfortable in heaven. This is exactly how breakthroughs happen. I'm telling you guys because this has happened to me multiple times. I do this all the time. I went and I reflected to see the steps that I take, and I want to give it to you guys. So here's a full roadmap with all my notes that you can use, and you can take this with you into the next month. You're going to set goals with the snowball method. You're going to make a plan that is realistic for 30 days, and then you're going to break it down each week. You're going to take the daily action, not habits, but you're just going to focus on taking daily action today. You can experiment and play. That way it stays lively and you always are finding new ideas. And then you can reflect and reset each week. That way you're resetting each week, so you're resetting for the month. And lastly, be realistic and then be delusional. We save the delusion for later because our momentum is going to take us there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Probably give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in my next one. See you guys.